Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to a video. It feels like it's been quite a while. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one issue now with all releases coming at the end of the month. I really do miss the days when it was retail releases start of the month, premium Bandai end of the month. That was a perfect spread. Kept us entertained month long and month on end. Now, I mean, it still is fun getting a massive load of figures coming all at once. It feels like a mini Christmas every month, but it would be nice if we could spread it out a little bit. But yeah, Sakura Haru no Naru Top 99 edition. Now last month we did have Naruto, who is actually really cool. I do recommend. But Sakura here is the second release from this lineup. After this we should have Minato, then Itachi, and then the STC event exclusive Kakashi. So we do have a few figures from this special lineup coming. And if you aren't familiar with what Naruto Top is, swing around to the back here so we can check out the back of the box as well. But there was a huge event, I think it was last year, where everyone could vote for their favourite character, and then Kishimoto Sensei did this massive art with the top 99 from that poll. And yeah, now we're getting figures based on this manga illustration. So we've already had Naruto with the flag. As I mentioned, we've got Sakura now. Itachi's coming as well, and then Kakashi, where is he? Oh, he's over. Where is he? He's here somewhere. He's got, oh, there he goes. Yeah, Kakashi has a really cool, badass shuriken. So it's something we're getting these, something a little bit different, but I think the more important point is this Sakura finally gives us the diamond on her head from training with Tsunade. So I think that's the main reason to pick up this figure. So what we'll do, we'll pop it out of the box so we can actually see what she does come with. And then we'll have a quick look at the base articulation. Not too much, because if you do want to check that out, go check out her previous release, which covers it, because it is the same body. But we'll highlight the differences at least. And then we'll jump into the final thoughts as usual. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so Sakura in the centre there, and she's already rocking one of the new faceplates. That tongue poking out, winking, kind of a cheeky look, which is cool. And then we also get an additional head, so essentially, well, same hairstyle, but one has the hair flayed out, which is cool. And again, with a mouth kind of slightly open look, we've got a smiling wink, her Shanaro, eyes wide open look, and there's the base neutral smile, both eyes open. Now, for this one here, actually these top three faceplates are all brand new, complete new expressions. Whereas the bottom two, we did get the same expression with the first release. However, we do get the addition of that diamond from her medical jutsu that she's training up, where she builds and stores all of her chakra to release later. So it's really cool that we have that. We don't have the faceplate that shows the effect unleashed, activated, and new. What would it be? Anyway, let me know in the comments the name of that technique, because I don't remember. And would you say it's activated when it's on, when she's using it? Anyway, that faceplate would have been really cool. It was a disappointment of mine that she didn't come with it with the original release. Especially, you know, side characters, especially female ones, they don't tend to get too many releases from Tamashii, especially re-releases. So I didn't expect to get any updates for Sakura for a long time. So I'm actually really thankful for this Naruto Top collaboration, since we do get at least this version of Sakura's head, which is nice. Anyway, also got the massive tie-in weapon, which is cool, with a 99 there. So big axe, the strap for it, and then we get an assortment of hands to hold onto it. The hands are slightly different to the original release. It is more tailored to holding the axe and getting that signature pose that we can kind of see on the box here as well. But yeah, actually really cool selection. Obviously more stacked than the original release, and yeah, so far I'm digging it. Definitely think it's a great addition to the Naruto line so far. But let's get it out of the box, put it on the turntable, have a little bit of comparison to the original. to see if we can see any colour difference. Okay, so we've got the new Sakura, old Sakura next to each other as they swing around. I've got a question for you. Did the manga Sakura have different colours to the anime Sakura? Now, the Naruto top stuff is based on the manga, so the Naruto version was slightly different colouring. Kakashi appears to be slightly different colouring. Minato as well, but I don't see any difference with Sakura. And I'm trying to remember as well, I don't remember if there was really any difference, or maybe it was so subtle that they just kept the body the same. So if you were wondering about that, at least to my eyes, I would say the colouring of her uniform is exactly the same. It seems like the legs or the skin tone is slightly different, but I think it's maybe just due to different batches. It's not different enough to look, you know, out of place or anything like that. But there's the only area that I could see that looked slightly different. And I'm really curious. Again, in the anime and manga, is that the case? Definitely let me know in the comments below. But yeah, anyway, the pose I have Sakura in is the one, you know, her base pose. However, I will point out, not exact, because the weight of the axe pulling back, it does, you know, make it kind of fall backwards. So you would need a stand to achieve that pose, or maybe some really good balancing or something under the feet, you know, some blue tack to hold her down. So since she's moving around and I'm leaning on the table, it's a little bit wobbly. I've kind of adjusted the pose so she can stand up under her own weight or under her own 2 feet, holding the massive axe, and it looks badass. One thing to point out is that this is rubber, which is cool. The gold painting is really nice. Now the strap will clip on. This is plastic, and I highly recommend you be careful. I can imagine people snapping it. I don't know how they will, but I'm sure if you push too hard or in the wrong area, it could snap. So do be careful. It does look like a delicate point for the figure. But other than that, if you have a original one, expect the same. Everything else does appear to be the same there. Nice weathering on the hair though, bit light on the top. Nice bright pink points on the tip there, which is great. Something which the original one didn't have, so that is one additional difference on the main body. And the hair styling is different as well. This one here the additional head might be a bit more similar to the original Sakura, but we do have the weathering or the different colours, the highlights and shadows on the hair, which is nice. So the hair on this figure is definitely a lot nicer and an upgrade over the original. But yeah, other than that, everything else here is looking pretty standard. So for those that haven't picked up a figure, I will do a quick brief rundown over the articulation, and we can check out all the different faceplates that the new Sakura comes with. However, before we jump into articulation, I do want to highlight the axe. It does have one socket here for the hand to attach, that is for the left hand, so it will hold on really well, and the others just kind of loosely grip around, which is nice. The printing of the Sakura petals is crisp and clean, along with the stylized 99. Now, as I mentioned with this before, it is a it's a thick rubber, but it feels really nice. Great color as well, and it feels good. And as I was saying, it just clips on with these little wee clips here. Just pull it on and off, and yeah, it comes on and off easy enough, and there is a decent gap there to slot over. But you know, maybe I'm being a bit more of a cautious side, but I do feel like something like this could be a weaker point if you're not careful, if you're pushing the wrong angle, or you know, if it falls over or someone really pulls it hard or something like that. So do be careful. But other than that, it looks really cool. You know, one thing I didn't mention is the gold fruit of the silver for the blade edge there. Definitely looking really cool. Anyway, let's jump over to that articulation. Now, starting with the head, the swivel is really good. One thing I have noticed, at least with mine, the neck peg comes off really easy. I guess since you're meant to switch them in and out, but it is something just to keep in mind. Going forward, you can look down really well. Up, not so much due to the hair tie kind of stopping the articulation. The shoulder range here is really nice, up and down. A very, very mini butterfly joint, not too much, but definitely is enough for her to cross her arms over if needed, which is good. We get the bicep swivel, elbow joint, pretty decent. You know, not as good as some recent figures, of course, but you know, ample range there to be able to hold an axe and do some dynamic poses. This is the hand which will attach to the axe. As you can see, it does have a peg built in, which is nice. Then for the upper torso, a few mil on the top point, and then most of the motion is on the lower half. Going back is really nice, but we get the swivel as well, and something that I wish Renault had. If you've seen some of my recent reviews, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, moving on. The bottom part here is nice soft rubber. Have noticed there's a bit of a stain on the back of mine. I'm curious, if you have that as well, let me know. Maybe it's there as battle damage. I don't think so, but at least it kind of blends in like that, so not too bad. But anyway, really good motion and release here, splits. Going forward 90 degrees, going back, and we get the thigh swivel. Knee joint is amazing, and then again these ankles, one of the first figures that had this crazy range of motion here. You know, get the pivot, swivel, you twist, any motion that you want you can get out of these ankles. Absolutely fantastic. Still wishing that I'd bring it to every single figure. But yeah, overall, really fun articulated figure. Again, for more in-depth look, go check out the older release. But definitely a fun little figure to pick up, especially, you know, you need to collect all the Naruto ones, right? You need Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, at least the trio there for both teen and adult, or this teen and kid. Anyway, the two different age ranges we definitely need. Now moving over to the faceplates, the first one here is that cheeky tongue poking out, winking, or one eye open, one eye shut look, which is great. The hair is subtly flowing off to the side. Really nice, looks really good, and as we saw earlier, just simply pop the head off with the neck, and then you can reattach the additional head neck piece with the second faceplate. And this one here is that mouth slightly open, kind of like, what do you think she's saying actually? This faceplate, what is she saying? Is she saying, Naruto, you idiot? I don't know. But it definitely looks cool. Again, the printing is crisp and clean. I love that diamond. Definitely really nice. And just like the other faceplate, to change the faceplates, pop the bangs off, and it'll give you access to that actual faceplate, which is great. So I've switched over to the other new faceplate. Again, one-eyed open, winking, neutral smile, and yeah, really nice, looking straight ahead. Definitely a cool, fun addition. Man, I love these faces from Naruto line. The big, wide-eyed open ones, you know, very goofy, shocked, you know, angry ones. Awesome. Yeah, this one here came with the original Sakura as well, but it is nice that we get a updated option with that diamond on the head. And then finally we have the base neutral looking straight ahead Sakura look, but with the diamond there. So you know, this one here is the same as the one that came with the original release, but you know, it's definitely nice to get a base smiling Sakura. Yeah, maybe I would have preferred instead of this one we had one with a fully activated effect, but yeah, still pretty cool. And if you're wondering, yes you can use the new faceplates with the old figure, because well, the same design, right? And yeah, you know, this look looks really cool with Sakura here, with that pose, pulling on the gloves, really get it and start kicking some ass. Definitely, I think I might use this faceplate with the old Sakura actually, because I'm digging this look. But yeah, what do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below. Does this pose, or this, you know, pairing of pose and faceplate rock or not? Okay, so we've got Sakura here up on the stand in a bit of a dynamic pose, and this is the faceplate which comes with the base here, switched over to the dynamic here, and you know, it is looking so good. I'm loving this new hair that we've got with the hair flowing out, especially with the color highlights. You know, I think this is the Sakura to get. You know, that first one's still good. If you have her, you definitely need this one. If you have just this one, I think you should get the other one just for the different, you know, faceplates, or you know, the hands especially. But yeah, this figure has definitely elevated Sakura to a whole new level. And you know, again, it always makes me disappointed knowing that they can do this well, but you know, we often get a lot of releases which are a little bit, you know, not quite to their full potential, let's just say. Damn, look at Naruto, you definitely annoyed Sakura here. Look at her, how angry she is, running at you with the axe. But yeah, it is really cool. This is actually just showcasing the additional hand that we have, which can cusp the whole staff, pole, handle. You know, giant axes. Is this still called a handle, or does it have a specific name? Again, if you're familiar with oversized giant axes, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious if it's a handle or pole, staff. Anyway, she's gripping it well, and this is the hand that plugs in with the peg. So really, you know, nice and stable, which is really good. And actually, the way her shoulder joint actually works really well to be able to get her arm all the way back to be able to hold on to the oversized axe as well, which is quite cool. Okay, so let's jump into some pros and cons, and yeah, straight away I just want to mention, earlier in the video I said it's a bit hard for Sakura to do that signature pose without a stand, and you know what, I was wrong. Oh, there goes Naruto. Anyway, I did manage to get the pose here for Sakura without the stand. I think it looks pretty decent actually. It helps that she's not swinging around on a turntable or anything like that. So definitely a bit easier when in a static location. But yeah, looking so cool. Also have the top Naruto here, and then the original Sasuke release from the Revival line. Just so you can see a bit of a size comparison and, you know, a look or a difference between them. I mean, yeah, the base coloring on the new Sakura, same, so you won't notice any difference if you do have the original Sakura as well. Now, straight into the pros, those faceplates are awesome. Loving them. The diamond, it's something I wish we had with the original, so very happy we got it. The axe looks cool. I love the rubber and the texture for the strap. The way the hand has the peg to slot into the shaft of the axe works really well. Makes it easy to pose, easy to hold on to, which is great. It's not too heavy, so you can still manage to balance her pretty well while holding it. And yeah, looks really cool. I don't really have any cons with this figure except for the fact she doesn't come with a fully activated jutsu faceplate. I think that would have been nice instead of maybe the neutral faceplate or even the Shanado angry look. Since we do have that with the original one, although there is no diamond on there, but you know, that is still fine. It's nice to be able to mix and match, and that is one huge pro. The faceplates is interchangeable with the original Sakura release, which is fantastic. Now the hair for this figure, amazing. The deeper, more vibrant pink on the tip with a subtle, you know, colouring on the hair. I guess it's the real manga look, right? With the Copic marking, you know, the water-based pen colouring and the highlighting. I think that is what's really coming through here for the manga style opposed to anime, compared to Naruto, which is more in the shade of the orange on his jumpsuit. But yeah, the fact that we get the two different hairstyles is great. I love this new one, which is a bit more flared out. It has a lot more energy to it, which is great. So yeah, overall I think a fantastic release, must have for any Naruto collector, especially for Naruto figure arts collectors I should say. So yeah, definitely let me know your comments below what you think about this release. Did you get it? Did you pass? And if you did, why? I'm really curious to know why you didn't get it. Perhaps you're just not a Sakura fan. Hey, fair enough. But I think, you know, the accessories with this one, I think definitely worth picking up. And you know, one thing I love about the Naruto figures so far, they look so cool posed together in a group. You know, all the different colours pop together. We get, you know, the different expressions, you know, the fun, happy, angry looks as well. So it definitely makes for posing in your collection really fun. And I think I've been enjoying it a lot more than the Dragon Ball line lately. Due to that, we get nice variety, and I hope we get that going forward into the line more with you know, fun expressions, angry, you know, sad, all the range of emotions, because it definitely elevates the line a lot more compared to other figures which just get your base standard straight looking, neutral, teeth gritting, mouth open, shouting look. I'm very bored of that straight, you know, basic arrangement that we get with Dragon Ball. So keep the variety up, keep the Naruto line booming. So I hope everyone is supporting it because it is a fun line. So yeah, again, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe if you haven't already, do appreciate it. And you can check out other videos. I do have quite a few more coming over the next week or two. Last month I was really sick for a while, so the last few videos probably not as good as what they have been lately, so I do apologise. I did film a few more, but I haven't had any time to edit. I've got a couple of accessory ones coming. I'm also planning I was planning a lot of live streams, which I haven't had a chance to do, but keep an eye out for some at least going forward into the future. So yeah, that is it for the video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, cheers!